Welcome back to another episode of A Guide to Poor Parenting, a podcast where we spend 30 minutes trying to do technical support on our goddamn equipment.
Yeah.
And also a podcast where me, Jason.
And me, Jennifer.
Have a few drinks.
And talk shit about our kids. And Happy New Year, everybody. This is our first podcast of 2025.
Second podcast. Gwen's will be the first one.
But I mean that we're actually physically doing in
true.
2025.
Yeah. For a little behind-the-sceene magic, Gwen we actually recorded
but
back
everybody knows there's always behind-the-scene
maggots
because you say about like when other people's episodes are going to go out. But yeah, 2025 hopefully better than 2024. All right.
Please follow us on Instagram and YouTube at Guide to Poor Parenting,
and Twitter, Facebook, TikTok at Poor Parent Pod. Please, guys, because I went looking at Instagram and I saw a couple likes, but they were just from our friends.
Yeah, that's super expected.
But you know, like,
well, I was telling Jennifer this, and I'm letting our listening audience know that lately our numbers December was our best month ever. We had 500 downloads.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate y'all so much. But I got a little bit scared because like I checked it last night, I think, and it had doubled. And I was like, what the fuck? But it gives me a count per day, and I can see how many downloads or whatever happened per day, but those hadn't increased. So I was like, what the hell? And then I was like, I remember it being 518 for the month. And then later that night it was 1,036, which is twice as much. So I'm like, something's wrong. So I waited the next day and it went back to 518.
Oh, okay.
But I was like,
because there's no way in hell someone in one day watched or listen to 518 episodes. Well,
it was such a specific, it was exactly double. So I was like, something's wrong.
Yeah.
But I was, Jennifer and I have been like super happy and proud of, and thank y'all for the support. And
Canada, and if I offend you by saying Canada, I apologize, but, Strange Brew was a part of my life for a little bit. And for some reason, while we watched all those type of movies, Canada just became my word, and so it's really hard. I have to think to say Canada, but Canada is like we only had Saskatoon for
Saskatchewan.
Oh, Saskatchewan. Is there a Saskatoon?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't
know geography.
As Americans, we famously don't know geography.
Yeah. But Saskatchewan was on for a hot second, and then they left. But now we're getting other provinces?
No, it's always been Saskatchewan and Ontario. Oh, no, British Columbia. That's it. So Vancouver area, I guess.
Is it provinces?
Yeah, provinces.
Provinces.
Mm-hmm. Provinces.
Yeah, words. All right. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for listening, and we really appreciate it. And if I could get a lot more of y'all to listen, and we can go and maybe do a show there. I've never been to Canada. And I would love to. So,
that would be awesome.
Y'all tell y'all's friends, listen. Hopefully they like us. We'll see. But yeah, Jason, how's your week been?
It was good. Well, before we leave that subject, I was just going to say.
I'm sorry, because
the Georgia and Virginia have been popping off.
Oh yeah, I told, and we had one more state too, didn't we? Didn't we have or was it just?
I mean, the Georgia and Virginia have just been blowing up lately. Georgia's actually has more listens than Alabama, and we're, for our longtime listeners know, we're based here in Huntsville, Alabama.
Right.
But Georgia's been blowing up, and I don't know why, but thank you. I mean, we've had guests from New Jersey, and I would have suspected we'd have more from there, but maybe the DC area is just really loving A Guide to Poor Parenting.
Maybe ATL. We can go do a live show at ATL. Love me some ATL. Yeah. Oh, love ATL. Love to visit. Wouldn't want to live there. Traffic sucks. Little 5 Points. Favorite place ever. Savage Pizza. Gotta go every single time I go to ATL.
I wouldn't. Atlanta is kind of like LA or Houston. It's like, as long as you stay in one area, it's fun.
Yeah.
The minute you have to go outside that area, it sucks.
Yeah.
So, I could live in Atlanta if I could work, if I could live, work, and play all in, Midtown.
Yeah.
Or Little 5 Points. Yeah. Perfect. But as soon as you have to start get on
Traveling.
that fucking freeway.
Yeah.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. So you were asking, my week has been
Yes.
pretty good. I feel kind of like we had a good Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And we recorded the Christmas episode before Christmas, if I remember correctly. So this is the first episode after Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
And
I think so.
yeah, normally I get really fucking tired. Like by the end of Christmas night, I'm just like, oh, I'm so tired because. You know, you get up early, you cook breakfast, the kids tear up the house with all their toys, and then you gotta I had to cook a big dinner that night for about 12 people, so. But surprisingly, like, we did Christmas, we opened presents, and, the kids all enjoyed their stuff, and I'll talk about one of them in our story time, but, it went well, and then Zay and I took like a 2-3 hour nap.
Yeah.
Middle of the day, got up, and then started cooking. We made I felt like we made pretty good food, so.
I'm sure you did. You always do. I don't think I don't not like anything that you've ever made.
You didn't come over Christmas night. No,
I came for breakfast.
Yeah.
And I had a abominable, nope. You know what I'm talking about, snowman onesie.
Uh-huh.
So it's blue, and then the hood has like the eyes and the teeth.
From Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I think it's Rudolph, yeah. And so I walk in and I have the hood on, and the 4 and the 2-year-old are like, so I took the hood off. Auntie J, and they came running after me, and then they were like having to show me everything, and it was the best thing ever, just because it's babies and Christmas is what makes Christmas to me.
Yeah.
And giving and knowing the person's gonna like the present I give them. That's what Christmas to me is about. Not necessarily what I get, but what I give, and I know that they're going to like it. That's, yes.
Yeah.
But then every once in a while they'll be like, put the hood on. And I'm like, I got turned into a monster. And so I put the hood on and I chase them around the house, and, you know, I got tired. And then I left so that y'all could take y'all's naps, and I could go home and take a shower and change and go to my mom's and help her set up for Christmas. It's like, we usually eat between like 2 and 2:30. So it's an early dinner, but it's so much fucking food, you don't need to eat anything else after that. And by the time I got home, I was just like, Jason, I said I might come over, but Mama tired, so I just watch my normal Christmas movies by my fire pit that I bought myself, was enjoying it, and then went to bed.
I was about to say, you bought that fire pit 3 weeks ago, I think, already?
I think so.
And normally I have to, like, we have a fire pit too, and I have to fill up the propane like every 2 or 3 months. But you have already burned through.
But you said you didn't give me a full tank.
I didn't, but we got you filled up. You filled it up like pretty much 2 or 3 days after you bought the pit.
Yeah, and then just filled it up again today.
Yeah. So,
I'm using the fuck out of it.
Yeah, I can tell.
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I don't care about the 19 and change
yeah.
how
Why
much
would you?
it costs, because I'm loving it. It is just so peaceful not to have the overlight light on the porch. Have that, because fire just calms me down. Not me setting things on fire, people, but just watching fire dance and just getting away from Wesley.
Yep.
That's my hiding place, is my front porch. So.
Yeah, we have a fire pit, and we haven't been able to use it much because Wesley's not really allowed in the house anymore.
Right.
Unless we're like got a visual eye on him.
Yeah.
But normally he just sits on the back porch because there's a kind of an outdoor couch out there.
Yeah.
But we've lately, because it's like good fire pit season, we're like, okay, go to the front porch or go the fuck away. We want to use the back porch.
Yeah, we want it. We want to sit down with our coats and beanies, but we're still with the fire because, well, Jennifer smokes. So that's one main reason why we tend to go out there a little bit more than normal people would.
I don't know. Yeah, especially during the winter, I probably wouldn't go out as much. If we're smoking fall and spring, I'll go out there and just sit because I enjoy the fire pit so much.
But when it's 20 degrees outside, it's like, most of the time it's you go outside by yourself and then come inside when you're ready. But yeah, I love mine. I'm so glad I bought it, and it is a very, very, that was my Christmas. Well, I got a lot of Christmas presents for myself this year, so I was very, very spoiling myself this year. So yeah, good times.
Well, let's see. Where else? Oh, I don't know. Did we talk about it in the last podcast? Zane took me to my second paid concert ever.
I don't think so.
For my Christmas present.
Yeah.
So I had ran across a YouTube channel years ago called Scott Bradley's Postmodern Jukebox.
Yep. And you introduced me to them, and I introduced them to Patrick, who really liked them too. So you've gotten at least 3 people to like it.
Yeah, it's a fun concept. They take popular pop songs from the last 10, 15, 20 years, because they've done Britney Spears, some of her original stuff, and Meghan Trainor's All About the Bass, and they'll cover it in a jazz style or a bluegrass, or they'll mix it up, and it's really fun, like a big band version.
Yes, and I love an upright bass.
Yeah.
Don't know why, because they're massive, but the sound, I've always liked an upright bass. So, and they have one, so that makes me happy. And
it was a really good show. And for some reason, I'm not that much of a music person. And I've only ever gone to, this was my second concert that I've ever actually paid money to go attend.
Right. And the first one was for the boys.
Yeah. First one was for the boy, for my little brother, for John specifically. He wanted to go see
Imagine Dragons?
No, it was Saint Martel was the name of the band he wanted to see, but they were opening for Panic at the Disco.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So we went and saw, we sat through the other 2 opening acts, and then we got through Saint Martel, and he's like, we can go. And I was like, you don't want to watch Panic at the Disco? He's like, no, they're all emo lesbians. We can go. I'm like, okay. So.
They're all dudes.
No, well, the fans.
Oh, okay.
I was like, you sure? He's like, yeah, let's go. Okay.
I do like the wedding song that they have.
Panic at the Disco. Oh yeah,
they have a wedding song.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
If you know it, you know it. If you don't, it don't matter.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
But I'm glad you enjoyed that concert, because I've been to many concerts in my life, and I've liked some and not liked some. So
I will say, I felt like a very old man though, because we were listening to it and we got done, and I was like, I love the concert, but they gotta turn that volume down just a hair, because my ears by the end of it were kind of ringing, and I was like, Jesus Christ, I am an old fucking man.
I know this isn't what our podcast is about, but me and Zane went and saw I Love the 90s tour. Yeah. And I mean, it was a very long concert because it was multiple people. And Salt and Pepper, I believe, was probably mine and Zane's favorite. Mm-hmm. I don't want to talk for him, but I'm pretty sure that was the pinnacle of the show for us. And we had Coolio, which was really fun. And everybody just kind of had, in essence, 2 turntables and a microphone. Right. Which is, if anybody knows anything, that's another reference to another artist. But anyways, so it wasn't all props and craziness and, I think Coolio had a background screen and that was it. Wasn't crazy at all, right? Salt and Pepper had some dancers. That was it. For some reason, the headliner for this fucking tour is Vanilla Ice. I only know 2 Vanilla Ice songs off the top of my head.
And that is one more than I know.
And that is Ice Ice Baby and Ninja Rap from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Because I fucking love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles growing up. Go Ninja Rap. That.
Okay. I didn't realize that was Ice Ice Baby or Vanilla Ice.
Yes, but that's 2 songs only that I can. I mean, I might, if I hear one, know one, but I really wasn't a big fan of him. But how the hell are you on the I Love the 90s tour and you do the rock version of Ice Ice Baby?
He's apparently really kind of embarrassed by that song now.
Fuck him. You're on the I Love the 90s. We want the 90s version of this.
I don't disagree.
And he has... you know how Katy Perry had those sharks on the Super Bowl thing?
Stupid background dancers.
He had all those people dressed up weirdly and all this just frugal as shit in the background. Maybe that's not the word.
Frou-frou?
Just stupid shit.
Oh, okay.
He didn't need it. Salt and Pepper, Spinderella on the record. On the 2 tables. Dancers. Yep. That's it. You don't need all that bullshit for production if you're good.
Well. That's the
But why the fuck are you the headliner?
No, I don't know. Probably because
So we heard Ice Ice Baby, the rock version, and I was like, Zane, it's like 10 o'clock. I got to go to work tomorrow. We've been here since like 6. I'm done. Are you done? He was like, yeah, fuck this. And so we left. Which was perfect because then we just got to get in our cars and drive and not have to worry about all the traffic because apparently everybody was there for our fucking Vanilla Ice. Fuck that. Salt and pepper. All the way.
All the way.
Sorry. Anyways, let's get back. My bad.
Oh, hush. I really do think people listen at least partially to this podcast because they enjoy our banter and talking about our lives. So, fuck it.
I mean, I love it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, my favorite podcasts are the ones where the hosts have a good rapport and can just talk about bullshit and whatever. So.
I guess people don't like us then.
Why? Oh, okay.
We have bad rapport.
Oh, okay.
We do not know how to go back and forth in any way. If we played tennis together, we would die. Physically and mentally.
Physically, because my hips can't handle it no more.
Right? Hips don't lie.
These hips would definitely. I'm trying to think what else I guess we'll talk about it when we get to the topic. But how was your week, dear? Hell?
Yes. End of 2024. Well, the last, really month of 2024 sucked. Yeah. I know we had our Christmas episode. Grinch all the way. Like, no Christmas tree, no lights outside. And usually that's for me. Because Wesley never helped put ornaments on the tree. Never helped me outside with the lights. He never did anything but wanting, like, the things in the stockings. Like, nothing got put up. He got socks, drawers, and underwear. Socks and drawers.
Oh, I was like, what's the
for Christmas. Some people don't know what drawers is, so I add the underwear to it because drawers is underwear, but we're from the South. So you got a big packet of white socks, big packet of black socks, and then a multicolor of what you call it?
Fruit of the Loom?
No, I didn't do Fruit of the Loom because he wants like boxer briefs.
Oh.
So I did something. I don't know, they were cheap on the Amazons. So so that was just shitty. I did have some time away from him, which was lovely.
I was about to say, that was your best Christmas present.
I imagine, I would say that, yes. Our adventure to Buc-ee's.
Yep. Jennifer had never been to Buc-ee's, so I was like, Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta get a couple more things. I want to go get some lottery tickets from Tennessee.
Yep.
Because in Alabama.
Stockings, for the bigger kids.
Yeah. In Alabama, we don't have the lottery, and so we have to drive up to, we're like 30 minutes from the border.
Yeah, it's not
Tennessee,
far.
so we just drive up there.
Yeah.
And Jennifer's like, I was like, oh, and I saw the signs for Buc-ee's because we just got one in North Alabama. And I was like, have you been there yet? What do you think? She's like, oh, I've never been. I was like, oh, we gotta go to Buc-ee's.
And oh my God, overload, sensitivity of maybe not sensitivity overload, but people overload.
Yeah.
So many people, so much stuff to look at. I mean, they had like 800 varieties of beef jerky. The banana pudding was good.
Oh, good.
Banana pudding was good. I did get a little thingy of like banana pudding that they made there. Really good. I think we got some snacks for the podcast, didn't we? Or
we got fudge.
But
it's in the freezer. So.
And my fudge was like a blueberry cheesecake, which I've never fucking heard before. And then Jason was like, can we get samples? I was like, well, that's smart because I didn't even think about samples. So I sampled the
blueberry cheesecake was something else.
Well, vanilla pudding.
Oh, yeah. No, that wasn't it.
No, the vanilla pudding fudge. And I was like, yeah, that does not translate into fudge.
No, it was banana pudding.
I meant banana pudding. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, sorry. Banana's yellow. Vanilla's yellow.
Yeah, she tried the banana pudding fudge.
I'm so sorry, guys. My brain.
Yeah, she was like, nah.
Yeah, the banana pudding fudge, no, because it's texture wrong and just not the taste. You don't get no Nilla wafers in there. Yeah. But that blueberry cheesecake, I can't wait to eat that shit because that was good.
What's funny is that Jennifer's talking about eating her banana pudding from Buc-ee's. Zane is now, like, when we went on December 25th, I got Zane a little key lime pie cup thing, like the banana pudding, and Zane is chowing down on it right next to me. And I was like, if you heard a pause in Jennifer's voice, it's because I was trying to get Zane's attention to ask if it was good.
Yeah.
Is it good, babe?
It's good. Next time, I would like to try the banana pudding.
Okay.
Get the big one. Because it's worth it.
Okay.
I didn't mean to get the big one because I didn't see the small one because we were at the register and I was like, I forgot the banana pudding and had to run in. But I mean, they have. I really want to go for breakfast one time and try
kolaches?
Try the kolaches because I have never heard of those before. And Jason said that was a Texas thing, and they look fun. And so I would like to go back and try that.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but the Buc-ee's in Athens is a tiny one compared to the ones in Texas.
Well, he didn't. That's not bursting my bubble because
I don't think she'd want to go to the.
There were bigger ones.
Yeah.
But I mean, this place is big enough. I'm good with.
I was shocked at the gas prices because it was almost like 75 cents cheaper than gas in Huntsville.
Yeah. See. I don't pay attention to
I don't either, but
anymore. I just go to Costco, fill it up, and I'm done. I think
the only reason I paid attention is because I think I had to fill up at some point that day because we were driving the hybrid car and it just happened to be kind of low.
You did it when we did the lottery tickets. Yeah.
And I was like, God damn, look at that. I mean, up in Ardmore, Tennessee, it was like pretty cheap, but compared to Huntsville. But when we went to Buc-ee's, I was like, fuck, that's like less than $2 a gallon.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But Buc-ee's is an experience.
Yeah. So if you ever want an adventure, go to Buc-ee's because you can stay in there for a good bit because they got food, clothes, tchotchkes. I mean,
it's a department store.
It is. A whole bunch of things just rolled into one thing.
And I've never seen a gas station with that many gas pumps.
No.
I mean, it was probably over 100 gas pumps.
And their bathrooms were fucking awesome. And I mean, sorry guys if this is too much information, but in the States, for some reason, they always have cracks where you close your door so people can look in on you.
So she's talking about the bathroom stalls. Like when you close the bathroom door stall, like there's always a space that you can look through.
And then there's always a space at the bottom. Like in Germany, it's like pretty much top to bottom. Like you just have a door.
Right.
But I walk in, I'm thinking I'm in the handicap stall because this is so spacious.
Yeah. It is a room
and
unto itself.
Was like, wow. No one can see me because I'm away from the door. I walk out. There's individual sink and towels for just you. And I'm like, why doesn't everybody do this?
When Jennifer and I were walking out, there was a sign, a hiring sign, and I think they had a sign that's like bathroom attendant make $18, $19 an hour.
Yeah, and I was like, just so surprised by that.
I was like, damn, that's pretty good money for. But their bathrooms are amazing.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like the bottom was that, and then you can move on up, and they pay their people very well.
Yeah.
And I don't think I had anyone rude, or everyone was super sweet, even though it was Christmas Eve. Like, no one really wants to work on Christmas Eve. We weren't working on Christmas Eve, so it's like everybody was so nice. I don't know how this became a commercial for Buc-ee's, but
Buc-ee's, if you would like to sponsor us,
yeah. I mean, you can send me all the blueberry cheesecake fudge. I mean, hell, I'll try them all, but yeah. So my week was good up until Thursday.
Thursday before Christmas?
No, after Christmas.
No,
because Thursday I picked him up.
No, you picked him up New Year's, the day after New Year's, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, I worked Friday, so I picked him up Thursday.
Oh yeah, she picked. So do you want to tell?
No,
okay.
But I picked up Wesley because he wasn't with me at the time, and spent all day with him, and that sucked. It was a long day, guys. And then worked Friday, and then now it's Saturday. So I had a good little break from him, and it was nice. I got caught up on sleep, and
you're eating better.
And I was eating a lot better, yes.
Because
stress is bad.
So when we started this, Jennifer was probably 30 pounds heavier, and she is not 40, and she is not a big woman to begin with, so she didn't really have 40 pounds to lose.
No.
So.
Because at my height, I should be about 170, 175, I think is what the chart says.
She's 6 foot tall, about.
Yeah. And I was down to 130.
Yeah.
And everybody at work was like, "Oh, you lost weight," and then they would be like, "On purpose?" Or I was like, "No."
Well, I was like, your booty completely.
My booty just. Oh man, I'm so sad about that.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Out. Yeah.
So week sucked. Week awesome till then. Now I get to hang out with you. We're doing this podcast, and we're going to talk about what we're drinking, because I think we're almost done drinking what we're drinking.
We gotta save a little bit for the end, though.
We'll just pretend.
Okay, so what are we drinking, Miss Jennifer?
Oh, yeah, I said I was going to do it because I didn't know how to pronounce that other stuff. We're doing the last of the Menage Trois bottles that you bought at Sam's.
Yeah, it was a gift box.
Yeah,
with
there was
3 bottles.
3 of them in it. So now we're on the red blends. We did the Decadence
and the Silk.
and the Silk.
Yeah.
So I like the Decadence. The Silk was okay, not as good as the Decadence. Red blend is up there with the Decadence, I think.
Yeah.
I like it. It's a good red.
This is their standard bottle, I think.
But still.
It's really good, though. I like it.
Yeah.
It's soft, but it's not super sweet.
Right.
So it's not like a super complex flavor, but it's good.
Yeah.
And
I drink it again.
Yeah, it's definitely a drinkable wine.
It's not like the Advent calendar where you won't drink it again.
Yeah, we were talking. Speaking of which, I'll talk about it after we get back from break.
Okay.
So this is a good spot for break, so we'll be right back. And we're back.
Hello.
I'm still wondering, like,
if it helps.
Well, not only if it helps, if they're actually inserting ads, because Benjamin, if you're listening, let us know if they're inserting the ads, because I just realized recently that I could like, when I upload the files to the distribution software or website, that you could specify where the breaks are at.
Okay.
And they would dynamically stick in ads like they do at the beginning and the end, I guess. So
we're just trying here, guys. We just don't want them to just like cut us off in the middle and pop some shit in. So if you guys have just quiet time for 5 seconds, then you have quiet time for 5 seconds.
No, the quiet time's edited out.
Oh.
So what Jennifer's talking about is, like, when we say we're going to break, we literally just stop talking and count to 5 seconds. The reason we do that is so I can see it in the audio recording where to cut it.
Oh,
so like,
okay.
So and I put a little music in, like I don't know if you remember our intro music, the bump, 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 like they do that and then it comes back. So it's like not even a second if there's no ads.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, all I know is what we do here.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
But speaking of sponsorships, our dear friend Izzy Torres, no, I don't know.
Anastasia Torres,
who's a local drag queen.
Do you want
Izzy? Yeah.
Do you want to do his real name?
I don't know Izzy's last name, but Izzy, he's a local drag queen. His drag character's name is Anastasia Torres. She introduced me to Brian, who came on the podcast last season, and
has been really nice and has done a lot for the family.
Yeah, and he's such a sweetie. But Izzy / Anastasia, we were talking about the podcast he came over last night. That's why I'm telling you this story.
I didn't know. I don't know this guy, so I'm learning something new.
So yeah, Jennifer's learning the same with our guests. But Izzy came over last night, and we were talking about the podcast and how, I was like, I was so proud because we'd gotten so many listeners this month, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try and get some liquor sponsorships. He's like, oh, let me know when you're ready, or when you start looking, because he's like, I talk to the distributors all the time, and I get so much free shit from the Hornitos tequila. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, they just give me free shit all the time. I was like, shit. So maybe we may be getting some free liquor, hopefully.
Hey, that'd be awesome. And Izzy's last name is Torres as well.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
know if we're supposed to say that out loud.
I don't think he cares. I mean, he's on social media, so.
Yeah, and we love Izzy.
Yeah,
and then we love Anastasia as well.
Yes, we do.
All right, so.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll be getting some liquor. I could just see us doing ads like, please drink responsibly as we're chugging this shit.
We don't.
No, I know. Like, I don't. Unless we do 3 episodes in a day, recording them back to back, I don't get drunk. I can get. Well,
sometimes 2 will get you drunk.
If we do a bottle of wine for the first one and the bottle of wine for the second one, I am feeling it by the second one.
Yes.
Well, feeling it by the end of the first, but
yeah. And if we really like it, and we can go back and forth and get more, But yeah, okay. So please, I would love to say some weird shit about drinking responsibly and don't drive, and a buzz is a buzz, and get an Uber or a Lyft or a ride home, blah, blah, blah.
Don't drink and parent.
Yeah. Well,
hold on.
Drink when the kids are asleep.
Well, we don't even do that.
No.
I was good. So this may be. Oh God, I hope I'm not in trouble for this. I don't think I will because I don't let her drink it. But we had our Christmas party in beginning of December, and it took us a while to move all the liquor bottles from the kitchen area back to our hiding spot because we don't want Justin to drink it all. Mm-hmm. But it took longer for some things like the gin because I knew Justin was going to drink gin because I don't even like gin all that much. And Clea was touching the bottle. She's like, what is this? And I was like, oh, it's gin. And I've been, for certain alcohols, I'll let her try it because I know she won't like it.
Right.
If it's a gross one that even I'm kind of struggle with, or if it was a bourbon, I'd let her take a drop of it just to let her know that you probably won't like this for a while. So I poured a couple drops in the cap and let her try the gin. And she's like, whoa.
You're just getting her used to it. I mean, I don't know. I don't think you'll get in trouble for this, but it's America. In Germany, if you can look over the bar, you can drink. I'm 6 foot tall. I've been able to look over the bar. I've been able to drink since I was 11, 10. But I never really did. I just went and got more, I just got alcohol for everybody.
Yeah.
So it's just like back in the day when you do a list for your parents and it had beer and cigarettes on it, and they would let you, go and get them.
Mm-hmm.
Go and get them.
Jennifer's clapping at Zane to give her the bottle.
Go and get the stuff, and then go bring it to Mama because they knew Mama made that list.
Yeah.
So Germany, I like the way they do it because it's not I don't want to say sin, but it's not taboo.
Yeah.
So if you make it not taboo, kids don't want to, it's not like...
They don't glamorize it.
Right. And it's like, I'm telling you not to drink.
Right.
What are kids going to do if you tell them not to do something?
Yeah.
They're going to go fucking do it. And in Germany, you don't see all the craziness as you do in America about the teenagers drinking.
Yeah. I
think.
No, I agree. I don't want to make it this. She will eventually drink.
Yeah.
And I want her to, I don't want to make it something to, my parents, I was like, can I try a sample of your beer, Dad?
Right.
And he would let me try. It was gross as hell. So I never was super interested. But I always emphasize, this is an adult thing. I think that with Europe, I think the big difference is that America is a car culture and,
you say car?
Car. Because in the United States...
C-A-R?
Yeah, automobile. Because, in the States, it's because we're so, we're so spread out and you can't just hop on a train.
Right.
Or have a cheap taxi to go home.
Or ride the bus or the U-Bahn or the Straßenbahn. Sorry, subway and streetcar.
Yeah.
Because there's so many forms of transportation.
Yeah. But in the United States, you gotta drive.
Walk.
Yeah. In the States, though, you gotta drive everywhere. Yeah. So it's a bit of a, I don't know. I'm not sure I agree with it either, but at the same time, it's drinking is a bit more problematic in the States just because of the driving culture we have, I feel.
And I think because of the taboo.
Yeah.
I really do think it's that. Speaking of drinking, our topic is New Year's. I think we might get 2 sentences in and then it's time because we've been talking a whole lot about other things.
Yeah, whatever.
But, New Year's.
What did you do? I know we didn't do shit for New Year's.
This year?
You were with us, weren't you?
Yeah. Until about, we ate dinner, I think. Didn't we?
Did we? I remember I went out for lunch at New Year's and I couldn't find anything to eat because everything was closed.
No, we ate because we went to, wait.
Lunch I went with Kalia.
Was Wicked New Year's or was that?
Yes, that was
the first.
Yes, New Year's Day.
So we went to see Wicked.
Yeah, New Year's Day we went to go see Wicked. Yep. I
still like Kristen Chenoweth's Popular better. But I did like the way that they made it Ariana's version to have her dance around and stuff like that. But Kristen will always be in my heart. Sorry, guys. I was so worried about watching that. Jason talked me into going. And I got to sit with Kalia, which I like sitting with Kalia.
Yeah.
We both like to talk in the movie. Zane fucking hates it, so I don't like to sit with Zane. We're always very far apart, and he still sometimes looks at me to try to shush me.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's my memory as well or in my ADHD, because if I don't get it out right then, I won't remember it later on. But and I'm kind of telling her, like, cause she's like, well, why are they like being so mean to her? And I'm like, because she's caring about the animals and they're sorry if I'm ruining anything for anybody,
whatever.
but
spoiler alert for a movie that's been out for 2 weeks.
She wants to care for the animals.
Yeah.
And nobody else does. And they want all the animals to be not talking and all this stuff. And so she's actually good right now. What happens later in part 2, we'll see. She
never really becomes evil.
But I'm just like, I'm
know.
not trying to give anything away to baby girl, but I'm just kind of explaining things, and I'm singing to her, and we're singing Defying Gravity together. And I don't care. I mean, I'm whispering, which I don't know if I really know how to whisper, but I stage whisper because I was in theater, so it's pretty much probably loud. But we had a good time. And then we tried to find dinner. And you guys went to Sam and Greg's, which is a local pizza place that we have, and
downtown.
They were closed.
Yeah.
So we ended up in Jimmy John's because it was the only thing open on the first. But New Year's Eve was nothing.
What did we do? Did we do
We
anything?
didn't, I mean...
Did you even come over that day?
I did. I'm pretty sure I came over just because I love to hang out with you guys. But... we ate with Mama.
That's right. We did dinner. We did lunch with my mom on the 31st.
On the 31st.
Yeah.
And because I wanted to, because I love me some Mama Ruth, and I'm trying to get in the will. And I say this all the fucking time, and I'm just kidding. Really, there's no truthfulness in this whatsoever, because I don't want her to die, so I could be in her will. Like. I want her to live as long as she can live because I love her.
Yeah.
But I saw that she's a little lonely, so I think I might hit her up on doing some puzzles with her and being with her without you, just because she seems to want some company.
Yeah.
So if you can't do it, I think I might want to try to do it. Or go eat dinner at 5 o'clock with her, whatever.
Yeah.
But, so that's what we did then, and then I think we just... because it was like I don't think did we eat dinner together?
I don't remember.
Like, I don't even remember. But there was no, Happy New Year, there's no, pomp and circumstance like you've done in the past.
It wasn't an event, yeah.
No.
Even, Kalia went to bed early, and I was just like, oh, I ended up, for some reason, stayed up till 2.
Oh, wow.
Just because I was being stupid and playing on, games on my phone on the computer.
Yeah.
So, I didn't fucking celebrate or care, but I was just like...
But you were up past midnight.
Yeah.
I was in bed at probably 9 o'clock. So it's different when you're older and have kids. Or now, I mean, hell, even if I didn't have Wesley, it's like... I don't want to go out and pay a cover and stay up late and celebrate. Well, I mean, I would probably be celebrating with people I know, but it's just not my thing. I've never wanted to go to New York
that sounds
and stand in the fucking cold.
And have to wear a diaper.
I had, the big window up hotel, millions of dollars to go and watch above and be able to go on balconies.
Yeah.
So that I could go get my drink, get my pee on, and then step outside and listen to TLC and whoever else is playing. I would do that in New York.
Yeah.
But I'm not standing in the fucking cold.
With 40,000 people.
With 40,000 people and not being able to pee and...
having to wear a diaper.
Freezing my ass off. I don't want to wear a diaper until I actually have to wear a diaper, to be honest.
Yeah. No, that sounds like hell.
But that doesn't sound like fun to me.
No.
I don't like crowds.
I'm kind of the same. I always wanted to do Mardi Gras, but only if I could be on one of the balconies.
Yeah.
Not in the mix.
In balconies as in a hotel balcony, not a restaurant balcony.
Yeah. No, something where I could okay, I'm tired of looking at this. I'm going to go back to my room. And a balcony that's not connected to my room, because I wouldn't want to overlook that mess and then have to sleep or something like that.
Well, you do want the balcony over so that you can get them throw the beads at you.
Well, I want the balcony where I can go there and then go back to my room on the other side where it's quiet. because Papa doesn't want. Can you imagine my room?
So balcony in the living room, and then your bedroom separate,
or like balcony as part of an event space in the hotel.
Okay.
And then you go elsewhere to your room.
See, I don't know if they have that, but
I don't either. But
yeah.
Well, I think who cares?
Or so not even balcony, just hotel on the parade route. Stand downstairs because you can go upstairs to your room or go in the lobby, pee, and then go back outside and then be with the peoples and get the beats. Because you will not get beats.
Sure.
I came home with 3 not garbage bags, but like Kroger bags of beads and cups and everything else, and then they got thrown away because who the fuck needs 3?
Yeah, there's only so much you can do with them.
Why? But yeah, Mardi Gras, I was 19. I will never do it again. Unless I can afford to do something that would not put me in the crowd.
Amen.
Because I don't want to walk on Bourbon Street because that was way too many people. I saw someone get stabbed. I saw lots of sex. I saw lots of just people peeing. Not even like hiding it, just peeing in the middle of the fucking street because they're so fucking drunk.
Yep.
The smell alone was just disgusting. I don't want that. I'm too old for fucking.
It always amazes me how much different the holidays are when you're a parent versus when you're not.
Or when you're older even.
Well, I will say, they're all 3 separate differences or scenarios. But I will say, being a parent during the holidays is incredibly stressful because you have to make everything fucking magical for the kids. Mm-hmm. And then there's ingratitude. There's you're exhausted.
Yeah.
And then you have to put everything back.
Yeah. And
no one gives a shit.
Uh-huh.
And so it's hard. I find we didn't even fucking decorate the Christmas tree this year because I had a lot of stress at work. So I was I couldn't, by the time I got done with work, I was so just mentally exhausted because I was putting out fires and.
Yeah, you told us this in the Christmas episode that you just didn't have help either.
Well, yeah, no one, if Zane and Kalia were okay, I want to do this, can we get the decorations out? I'm sure, let's do it. I'll make the effort. But no one, Kalia we didn't do this. I'm
but you didn't help. Or ask or initiate. If someone were just to initiate and help.
Yeah.
So New Year's in the past, so we've had them 5 years.
Yeah.
We got a box that had the little champagne, plastic flute thingies, headbands, glasses, whatever.
Yeah.
Celebrate the new year. 7:30, we would start, pouring them, was it,
apple cider.
Grape juice?
Apple cider.
Grape, wasn't it? It was the Welch's grape juice.
Yeah, it was one of the sparkling grape juice.
Yeah. And then, we would have a little bit of alcohol and 8:00, countdown, 7:59, 8:00. Alexa help. Hopefully she doesn't come on. Would help. And then we would count down and we would say 8:00, Happy New Year.
Yeah. It's New Year's in Great Britain.
And they didn't know.
And
then I told her, I think a couple of days ago, I was we used to celebrate at 8:00. Y'all didn't even know. Y'all ain't staying up till 12:00.
Yeah.
We ain't letting you stay up till 12:00 because after a certain time, you become a gremlin. Mm-hmm. It's not, how the gremlins, after 11 and they eat, they turn into the bad things. This is after 8:39, well, especially mine, turn into a gremlin no matter what happens. Just the time period.
Yeah, no, yeah. Children become monsters after a certain time.
And not all children, but mine does.
Mine does too.
So, I'm not going to go through that.
No.
I'm going to have you in your home.
Yeah.
So that way you can chill. And if you want to stay up till 9, it's fine. But you're home. I don't have to deal with gremlin.
Yeah.
And we did that for a good bit.
We did it 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, and there's pictures of us, all drinking and or celebrating and having our stuff. But it's not midnight. I don't know the last time I actually stayed up past midnight.
I will say when the kids are out of the house and I don't have to be parentally responsible anymore.
The grandchild.
Yeah, the kids too. When I don't have to be parentally responsible for anybody.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'd stay up till midnight, but I would like to go do something fun on New Year's. Like, oh, let's go to a party, but I don't necessarily have to stay up till midnight. No. I will say
you won't host a party.
Probably not.
Because then people want to stay till midnight and you don't want to kick them out at like 11 o'clock.
Well, I will say if I did host a party for New Year's, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna get me a Red Bull at 10 so I can stay until midnight. But yeah, the holidays hit a whole lot different when you're responsible for them, because you're just like, I don't know. When I would think back to, like, I'm probably putting this on Kalia too much, but like I remember when I was a kid, Christmas was important to me because it was my birthday. So it was like I wanted. If mom wasn't feeling up to it, I'd be like, I'm gonna go decorate the tree. Right. Is that okay? But Kalia's just like, well, we didn't do it this year. I'm like, why didn't you? I was like, if I gotten the shit out, I would have let you done it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, just ask for it.
Yeah.
They have a problem asking for stuff. They just either take or...
Unless they really want it, and then they go, fucking ask all the goddamn time, like a phone.
Then that's the ask that is not the ask that needs to be asked. Ooh, that was a lot of ask. Sorry, guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not asking to get the decorations out. It's asking for other things that, you know.
What they want is they want us to make it magical for them. They don't want to have to work for it.
Yeah.
And so, I think, yeah.
Well, and I don't even think Wesley thinks it's magic, to be honest.
Probably. Yeah, I mean,
I'm not trying to be mean.
He didn't.
But the first 4 years that I've had him, I get a life tree, I decorate it, lights, everything, decorate the front porch because I don't trust ladders. I put stockings out, I put Grinches up, everything that I have. Your father-in-law and his wife bought me this, like, cool nutcracker kind of guy, and he had like popcorns in him.
Oh yeah.
But he still stays together, so I keep him and I just put him on the corner because he looks festive.
Yeah.
And I don't think he cares about that. It was just what's in it in the morning.
Yeah. That's how Kalia is too.
And I don't really care. Like, I always did Christmas for me because my mom did live trees.
Yeah.
My mom. Well, I don't think we ever did lights anywhere because where we stayed was...
You were always in apartments,
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But live Christmas trees.
Yeah.
And I mean, not these, gotta have a color scheme. Fuck a bunch of that shit. It's the apple I made when I was 4 years old in kindergarten. The just plethora of just random shit. That's my Christmas tree with a whole bunch of colored lights in it.
Yeah.
That's how I like it.
Yeah, that's how our family tree is. And I feel guilty because I bought all the Christmas ornaments. I bought every Christmas ornaments, their family Christmas ornament series, and then we didn't even put them up. But
I mean, don't feel guilty because it doesn't really seem like anyone cared.
Yeah, I agreed. So, but it makes me say, it doesn't necessarily make me feel guilty. I will say it makes me feel sad that I don't have the mental energy to do it. But I also think, had we not gone to St. Louis the day after Thanksgiving, I would have just done it then.
Right.
So I think, and since we're going to go to Japan for Thanksgiving this year, I think probably mid-November before Thanksgiving, I'm just going to be
like before Japan?
Yeah, well before Japan. I'm like, I'm putting up the goddamn tree. We're going to fucking decorate this thing. Merry goddamn Christmas.
I'll come over and help.
Yeah, please do.
Because I love decorating, but no one in my house, which is just me and Wesley, wants to, so it's just me by myself.
Yeah.
And that might put me in the mood for you to help me get my life tree and go decorate my tree. So there we go. Now,
go ahead. What are you going to say?
What? I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. What are you going to say?
I was just, I don't know if this was mine was changing the subject.
Mine was too, but go ahead.
I was going to ask you New Year's as a kid, what do you remember?
Not much. I remember maybe staying up a couple times with my parents, but I mean, New Year's is such a kind of a letdown celebration. I think we did it at the lake house a couple times when we shoot fireworks off.
Oh, that's fun.
But it wasn't it wasn't a consistent thing that we did a lot too. If we did it, I think maybe we did it once or twice. But I don't remember. Do you have big memories?
Not as a child. I know there's pictures of me in Illinois with with my Uncle Steve when he was married to one of his wives or girlfriends. He's a character. serial monogamous.
Oh, has to be
Like
always be in a relationship.
With a woman. Mm-hmm. Well, so they take care of them. And there's a picture of me with my party hat on, knocked out on the couch. So I don't think I ever made it to midnight, to be honest. I don't really remember celebrating like with my mom or my biological father or anything like that. I had fun New Year's as I got older and moved out of the house. So like going to, because where we lived in an apartment when I was in my 20s, a gay club was right across.
Oh, that'd be fun.
So you just walk. You might get you get a driving while, like walking while intoxicated?
Public intoxication is usually, we get that in Texas, but I don't know what you got here.
But I mean, it's just across the street. You can just be like, dude, I live right up there. I'm sorry. I didn't want to drive.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I had always a good time there. And I remember going to clubs and enjoying and celebrating, and they would do, like, there was this one club in Huntsville. They would, like, at midnight, give free glasses of champagne to everybody, like, right before midnight. We would celebrate. They would play The Roof is on Fire. And then they would do what seemed like fire extinguishers.
Was this Upscale?
Upscale was the gay club that was across the street that I went to. Now, this was,
not Sammy T's, but...
No. I don't remember the name of the club. I'm sorry. But the DJ was awesome. So he would play like this rendition of the Roof is on Fire and like mix in some stuff. Like he was a good mixer. And they would like spray what felt like or sounded like fire extinguishers, but it was cold air and you were fucking hot as shit, and it would just be like, the roof is on fire, but I'm not. And you would, celebrate your drink and just have I just always had so much fun. And the New Year's I remember the most as an adult was my friend Jennifer lived 3 blocks from Club Oxygen. Nope.
No, it doesn't matter.
Sorry. I'm trying to remember. But anyways, she lived 3 blocks from it. So we celebrated at 11 o'clock, because who goes to the club before 11 o'clock when you're a teenager? Nobody.
As I raise my hand.
As a teenager?
No, I never really went to clubs at all.
So you can't answer that.
Yeah,
anyways.
You're right.
We celebrated New Year's with a TV and another area code. I opened a bottle first time ever of champagne and didn't know what I was doing.
Did you give someone a black eye?
No, I did everything right, but I think someone shook the bottle before they gave it to me.
Oh, did it explode everywhere?
And it exploded, so the only thing I can think of, because I didn't want to ruin Jennifer's stuff, is I just popped it in my mouth and I just drank it all. So there was probably like...
gross.
And I didn't like it, but it would just kept spraying and I just kept drinking. There was probably just a little bit of champagne left in the
And boy, she's single too.
Yeah. The rest of the people got, and because I didn't know what else to do.
No,
because I'm on the couch.
Yeah, that's completely legitimate.
I'm nowhere near her kitchen.
Yeah, that's completely
legitimate. And it just starts spewing. So the only first thing popping in my mouth, and I'll just until it stops.
That's my first thing too, Jennifer.
To pop it in your mouth? Yes, I know that about you, but not me. So I was just like, I didn't know what to do and I didn't want to ruin her shit. And I'm just like, okay, it's done. And they look at it and they're like, are you okay? Because that was a lot of champagne. Up. I don't like champagne apparently.
But like chugging something that doesn't taste good makes me nauseous.
I mean, we went out.
Okay.
I was fine. I'm a big girl.
You are. You have a big liver.
I do. So then because I was like, I already celebrated, motherfuckers. I drank like 3/4 of this damn bottle, so y'all get the rest of it, and then we'll just walk over to the club. And then we'll do it again at midnight. But not me opening the bottle. Yep. So I don't think I've opened a bottle of champagne ever since, because it's that fear that I have to drink that shit, and it was not yummy. But that is probably one of my favorite New Year's stories, because... So what happened was...
What happened?
Jennifer's not drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Can you believe it?
Yes. Because I know you.
We go drinking. We're at the club. We're having a good time. Then everybody wants to go eat. And I'm like, I guess I'm the only one. And this is before Lyft and Uber. So Jennifer drives, and I have a Altima, and I have 6 people in my Altima. So I'm driving. I have a passenger. I have 3 people in the back, and then I have 1 person laying across everybody. Mm-hmm. So safe. New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah.
Not the smartest thing to do. We go to Crystal's because it's pretty much the only thing that was open that had a drive-through. Because we really didn't want to go to like the Waffle House or the IHOP where you had to sit down and eat. Yeah. We wanted to take it back to Neffers. Get the food, get to the house. One person was like, "Where's my food?" And she wanted a corn pup. Ew. I didn't want it. I don't know if it came in multiples or not. And like how sad she was that she didn't get her corn pup. I felt so bad. But I was like, I love you. But I just drove all y'all asses. Yeah. Didn't get a thank you. Drove all y'all asses back. I'm going home. Peace. I'm sorry you didn't get your corn pup. You can have whatever I like chicken. I think I do the chicken crystals. So I was like, here, have my sandwich. I'm going home. But that was interesting because of Reggie laying across everybody was just, you don't think when you're in your 20s about
safety
things.
or, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, they didn't think about safety back in the day when we were in a car with rolled up windows and our parents are like chain smoking. So, I mean, there's so many different things, you know.
Yep.
That there was, but I was safe and I got everybody okay and I was fine because I don't like to buy alcohol at clubs and I'm very independent.
Very.
And it took me a long time. Now, you buy me a drink, I'm okay with that.
Right.
And I guess my reasoning is that is not a necessity. I'm okay with you buying me a drink.
Right.
You try to buy me food? Fuck you. It took me a long time. It took David, actually, to help me realize that we could go back and forth.
Yeah.
You can buy me dinner, I can buy you dinner. It wasn't I think you're fucking poor, and I'm gonna buy you food, because for some reason in my head, I thought you didn't think I had enough money for my own food. And I don't know where that comes from, for real, but I've gotten so much better about it. But that was in my 20s.
So if our listening audience wasn't aware, Jennifer has some weird hang-ups.
I mean, everybody has weird hang-ups. I'm not the only one.
No.
And I've gotten better.
You have.
Really.
But I can still tease you about them.
And well, back then, like, I didn't want to try new shit either.
True, yeah.
Like,
you were a chicken nuggets kind of girl.
In my 20s to be just a burger and fries kind of girl.
Yeah.
And then, again, David introduced me to international foods.
Yeah.
And that meant, like, all the different types of Asian foods. And now I'm introducing my mom to shit that she's never eaten before. And she's just like, why couldn't you have done this as a child? We were in Germany. We could have, like, rode a train to somewhere else and ate some random food we don't know we like. And I'm like, it took me 40 years to figure this shit out.
Because Jennifer's stubborn. I was going to say...
a Taurus, yes.
Yes, you are. To switch topics real quick, I was going to tell you, when we were talking about New Year's, remember, the only New Year's that really sticks out in my mind was I was with Lindsay and Bill.
Oh, I love Lindsay.
Lindsay, who was on the podcast, our second or third season, and Bill, her husband, who was just the sweetest guy.
Oh my gosh.
He asked me to be a groomsman because I was Lindsay's best friend. He's just a sweet guy. We were in downtown Austin on 6th Street where all the bars are at. And, we were with our friend, I was with them and my friend Vanessa. And, I just remember they were like, Vanessa wanted to stay downstairs and like, we were in a not basement, but downstairs. I guess it was basement bar area.
Like an underground bar.
Yeah, an underground bar. And then 6th Street is like, it's kind of like Bourbon, where it's like all the bars are at, so people go outside for New Year's. And,
right.
And Bill wanted to go upstairs, and they were like, what should we do, Jason? And they made me choose. And I'm like, God damn it, I don't know. I wish I just said, why don't we split up? But, I was like, why don't we just stay down here? Because I don't give a fuck. But I could tell Bill was kind of sad. And then we couldn't get home. We took a taxi down there and we couldn't find anybody, because all the taxis were taken. So I ended up calling my, someone I knew, and they came and picked us up, and Bill had to ride in the back of the pickup truck, in the bed.
Well, that'll sober you up.
Oh yeah, and it was cold.
Yep, there you go.
So that was the only New Year's I can really remember, and that was in my college years.
Well, that kind of sounds sad.
It was. It was but
I don't know why they put that on you though.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. But that was just the New Year's I remember. I will say though, Zane and I did something fun. It wasn't New Year's, but so this year in 2024, Christmas was Wednesday and New Year's was the following Wednesday. And I was like, Zane, I want to go on a little weekend trip. And we thought about doing New Orleans because you had just gone to New Orleans for the weekend after Thanksgiving.
After Thanksgiving, yep. And
I was
an awesome.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, that sounds like fun because we got married in New Orleans and I love New Orleans.
And then we did December in New Orleans 2 years ago with the kids.
Yep. So I was like, I'm going to go back. But all the hotels were super expensive. And I was just like, I don't want to spend, because we just paid off the credit card. And I was like, I didn't want to put more on it. So I was like, well, what about Louisville? We've never been, and it was easy driving distance. So we drove to Louisville and we had a really good time. We did the Bourbon Trail. We got through 4 distilleries and we're just drunk as a skunk.
But your hotel was closed, right? Yeah. So you could just walk back to the hotel.
Well, we Ubered because it was, we could have walked it, but I was drunk and I was cold and I was just it was $7 to Uber. So I'm like, fuck, I don't want to go Uber. But we were a really pretty hotel, one of the historic ones. And they had they call it a Ratskeller. It's a German word for
Ratskeller. I don't think it's a German.
Maybe
you're not pronunciating it.
I don't know. It comes from, I'm pretty sure it's a German word because there's a Ratskeller in Indianapolis. But it's I don't know what it means, but it was a really pretty basement area with beautiful tile work all over the ceiling, and they were setting up for a wedding, and we kind of poked our head in, and it was gorgeous.
It wasn't a Rotlo, was it?
No. It's RATH.
RATH. Hold on.
SKELLER. Oh, okay.
RATHS.
K. Jennifer's looking it up.
And I'm old, so I have to put my.
Anyway, so but it was we went to the not the gayborhood, but where a lot of the gay bars were. What'd you find on Google?
Okay, so it's not rat because there's an H, so it'd be Rothskeller. Okay. Is a German word. Also, that means a cellar in a German town hall in which beer is sold.
Yep.
From the roots, rat, council, and Keller, cellar. Most Rothskellers are in Germany, but they've also existed in the U.S. since the 19th century.
Yep. There's a really pretty one in Indianapolis that I've gone to before.
So it's just pretty much a
bar
place
basement
that you drink in the basement.
Yeah. And that's what this was.
Fun.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I learned a new word today.
But we went to where most of the gay bars were, and we went to one. It was a leather thing going on, and I was just there wasn't a lot of places to sit, and I don't know, I just wasn't feeling, because we didn't know anyone, so it was I wasn't feeling super sociable. And then we went to the next one down the road, and it was a lot younger crowd. It was just
fuck that.
I was
fuck the young kids, because this is some bullshit nowadays.
It was also 9 o'clock, and we're just Papa, I don't want to stay up super late. So when we went from the first gay bar to the second one, we saw this bar called Neat, and it was a little bourbon bar, and they had a bourbon shop where you could buy fancy bourbons, but they also had a bar. And so let's go check that out. So we sat down, and we met a nice couple from Birmingham, straight couple from Birmingham that were super sweet. And as we're having some old fashions, the couple was like, "Did you know you can get Pappy Van Winkle for $10 a shot?" And we're like, "What the fuck?"
Because Pappy Van Winkle is an expensive
Yes.
ass.
Like Zane's siblings all pitched in, all 5 of them pitched in to get Zane's dad a bottle, and it was over $1,000.
Yeah.
And like we went to a local bar here in town last night, and they were selling Pappy Van Winkle for $100 a shot.
Yeah.
So to sell it for $10,
that was a wicked good deal.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And it was really good bourbon.
Yeah. I'm sad that I missed that, but I was not invited. But that's because that was y'all's trip.
Yeah, I was just
I invite myself to some things.
Well, feel free to invite yourself.
I'm like, you know what? I know not to invite myself to this.
Feel free to ask.
You know?
Yeah, but feel free to ask. I'll say no.
But I knew you guys needed some time together.
Yeah.
More so than me going with you. Because I could have. Because I was off.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, let them have that. And then maybe next time we go to Louisville, you can show me where you are, guys.
We definitely want to go back.
That way, you guys experience it first, and then I can make it better.
There you go.
Because that's me.
I definitely want to go back with like a group, because the gay bars looked fun, but I was just like,
I'm not doing anything with 20-something.
No. The first one we went to,
or a lot of lesbians.
No, the first one we went to was fun. But it just wasn't a lot of places to sit. I'd rather just go to that bourbon bar neat.
And I'm okay with that too.
Yeah.
I mean, unless there's a drag show, I don't really want to go to a gay club or a gay bar.
I don't really want to go to a bar unless it's like quiet and I can hear people and talk to people.
If there's a drag show.
Yeah, for you.
I want to see it. So, me and Zane,
yeah,
drag show. You and whoever else we bring go to a bar.
Yeah.
And that would be like the perfect solution.
Yeah.
Because me and Zane both love shows. And you're just like, eh.
Yeah.
And I know this about you.
Yeah.
But we love it.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying you don't.
But if you're not having a show, I don't need to be in there.
Yeah.
Because I'm like a lesbian magnet.
You are.
And sometimes it's a little scary to walk into a room and have all the girls be like, boom.
Yeah. Fresh meat.
And just look like right at me. Because remember when we went to Mobile and we went to one place and it was just like all eyes on me?
I remember we went to Logan's not long ago, and we were talking to the gay bartender, and then a lesbian sat next to like 2 seats down from you, and she was surreptitiously checking you out the entire time.
I'm okay with one. It's the multitude that scares me, but it's just like
makes you a little uncomfortable.
I don't want to hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
Cause I know I look like a lesbian. I have a very short haircut. I dress like a boy.
And you're tall.
And I'm tall. For some reason, I don't know why that has anything to do with it, but yes.
Yeah.
And I've always been
a lesbian magnet.
Yes.
Yep.
But I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Yeah. No, I mean, like if I walked into a space and like around women, and they didn't know I was gay and they were like lusting after me, I would be uncomfortable too. I wouldn't particularly love that myself. It's
just like, I feel like I should just shout above the crowd. Well, in Mobile, there was just those 4 of them at that bar.
Yeah.
And then we went outside to a area that I could smoke. And that was a little better because there was some gay boys out there. But I just want to shout, I'm straight, I'm sorry, and just call it a night. But
yeah.
I've had to say that so much in my life.
Yeah, no, I get it.
That, it just, I don't know.
I mean, I hope you don't take offense to this, but when when people were like, now who's Jennifer? I was like, tall girl, looks like a lesbian, but isn't.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've said that on many occasions.
The thing is it doesn't matter because I had hair down to my ass.
Yeah.
And was called a dude. I had hair cut into a pixie cut like it is now. Ish. Called a dude.
Yeah.
Or hair down to my ass, hair as short as it is, a lesbian. It doesn't matter. There's something about me that says I like the queer community and I'm an ally, but they don't know how I'm an ally. I guess.
I get you.
So
I guess for all our listeners, if you get a chance to go to Louisville, if you haven't been, go, because I do want to take Jennifer back, and I would like to go with a group because I think it would be fun. I want to go to Churchill Downs. What?
You should take Luis and Griffin.
I agree.
Like, I don't know.
Celebration for they got
celebration.
For most of our listeners, all of our listeners, no one's gonna. Luis and Griffin are a gay couple friend that we're all friends with, and we went to. Griffin ran a marathon. The 26.2 mile marathon in Huntsville.
It rained. It was cold. He didn't feel so good.
Still finished good time though.
I know, but like he was just.
Yeah, he suffered through it.
Suffered through that motherfucker. I can't run 10 feet without hurting, so. But
he got done with it, and as soon as he got out of the finish line corral, he got down on one knee and proposed to Luis, and we were there to watch. Like, he had warned us it was going to happen. We thought he was going to, like, get a little bit further out of get a bit more memorable spot, but then as soon as he got out of that corral, boom.
He said he didn't think he could get down and get back up again if he didn't do it right then and there.
Yeah.
So, like, we're fighting to, like, I told Zane to video it. I was, like, taking pictures, like, because we didn't know what was going to happen, and it was just like, he said, I was so fucking tired that I needed to do it right then and there.
Yep. It was so cute, though.
It was, oh my God. And then me and Luis went to go get him, like, a banana and some chocolate milk and, like, any kind of food that we can think of, because, you know, they have all the, like, they have it really spread out where you can get all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah.
And got him some stuff to kind of help rejuvenate him with that, because, oh my, I ran 5Ks before my foot surgery, and I was done after that shit. But to do 26, whatever.
It's a commitment that I
really want to go watch him, not watch, but be at the end when he does Berlin. Like, I really, really want to do that.
He's doing that in next year. Oh, he's doing this year.
Later, This is like September of this year.
Oh, that's right. He's going during like fucking
Oktoberfest.
Yeah, he's going during Oktoberfest. Because they were
really want to do that.
They were telling us about the ticket prices. They're like $2,000 a piece for tickets.
I mean, like, for real, if
they're going during Oktoberfest, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. But anyways.
All right, Miss Jennifer, we're already at an hour 16. So
I figure we were, because we talked a good bit.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Okay.
And we're back.
Hello.
I hope y'all missed us.
I hope you enjoyed the music or an ad or whatever the fuck happened.
Hopefully it wasn't. I'm so curious what ads are being played though, because it's like just dynamically inserted, so I don't really. I can choose the genre. Like I'd be like health and beauty.
Oh.
Well, no, like health and beauty or like alcohol was definitely one of them because we're chugging this shit.
I mean, yeah.
But I think I didn't include like guns and stuff like that. Or I
don't want anything with guns,
and I think no political ads either. But I don't remember.
I think you kind of skipped something.
No, we got to do the transition now. So we did the break. Wait, did I just? Yeah. Oh, we did. Yeah, we did. Okay.
So just go ahead.
All right. So for all the listeners, if you have any funny stories about your kids,
or if you need some bad parenting advice, or if you have any ideas for topics, come on, guys. I mean, we saw that there was 518 people who listened. Maybe y'all only got 20 minutes, but still.
Come on, Georgia, Virginia, throw out a topic for us.
Or Canada.
Yeah. Oh, actually, and either way, email us at guidetopoorparenting@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And also, I've been thinking it might be a good idea to get because Google has a voicemail feature where you can give a phone number and people leave voicemails.
So they can send us their stories.
Yeah. So
and then we could play their actual voices.
Yeah, and listen to them.
Podcast. That would be great.
So if you would like
if you like your voice. If you don't like your voice, you let us know in the voicemail. We'll read it for you.
Yeah.
Because I don't like my voice, but he made me do this shit. So here we go.
Yeah, let us know if that would be something we're always asking people to write in, but if that would be something that interests you, let us know because that would be something we could do.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
yeah.
All right.
So I didn't know how to pronounce this shit, so you're doing snack time.
Okay. I'm not entirely sure I know how to pronounce the first one. So I went and did some shit for my brother this afternoon, and then I went to Trader Joe's and I got some snacks for snack time. And this was like a little pack of cheese and meat, but I think it's called Citerio. I don't know, Citerio. Genoa salami.
That sounded good.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Genoa salami. It was a little pack of Genoa salami and provolone cheese.
Shit was good.
Yeah, it was really good.
But the Citerio. That's why I was like, hey, Menage a Trois Red Blend was so much easier for me to say than that shit. So there we go.
Yeah.
Good time. All right. So that was some really good shit. Now you get to tell your story.
Yes. So mine was, we just had Christmas, and Zane and I had gone to IKEA, and when we were at IKEA, they had these little cute stuffed animals. I had a little stuffed dog, and Jalen got a stuffed panda bear, and they're really cute and really soft. And then I got them some boots, and I got some clothes. So I was like, perfect, we're done for shopping. Because they're so little, they're not going to really pay attention.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I was like, three presents each, perfect.
Right.
2 weeks before Christmas, or a week and a half before Christmas, I was like, Clea, come on, we're going to go to Five Below. You need to get Christmas presents for everybody. She's like, I don't have that much money. I was like, I'll pay you, dumb shit. And so
I didn't say you had to pay in the beginning of this statement. So come on, let's go.
So I made her pick out presents for everybody. She got you a little Deadpool refrigerator magnet, I think.
And it is at work.
Oh, good.
And she put, and it broke my heart just a little bit. She was like, I'm sorry, I can only get you one thing.
Oh. Well, I think the reason she said that was that while we were checking out, she'd gotten Zane a magnet too. So Clea got Jennifer a magnet. So it was a Deadpool magnet.
Like a heart. It was red and pink.
Yeah. It was cute. I was like, I knew
it was wicked cute. It's at work.
I know Jennifer liked Deadpool, so I was like, it's perfect. Yeah. She'll love it. And Clea had gotten Zane a magnet too. But as we were checking out, I was like, I saw some Haribo gummy bears, and I was like, Clea, grab that for Granddad. She's like, well, that's not fair. No one else is getting two. I was like, he's your granddad. I'm paying for it. It's not that big of a deal. So I think maybe that's what she was referring to. So I don't know.
But so I opened my present from her, and she drew a picture.
Oh, I didn't know that.
On the other side of the I'm sorry, I could only get you one thing.
Oh.
So I told her, it doesn't matter about how many presents you get. It's the thought that counts, and that's what makes Christmas. And I gave her a huge hug.
Oh.
And I was like, you know what is going to happen? She's like, what? I was like, this picture? Because I saw that you put a picture on the other side. And she was like, you weren't supposed to see that, aren't you, Jay? I was like, how the fuck am I not going to see that? And I was like, that picture and that magnet is at work on my wall, and everybody can see it. And she was like, you're not going to really do that. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm going to do that. You drew that for me, and you bought that for me. Mm-hmm. How am I not going to show you off? Your picture, like all your school pictures are on my wall because you are my niece. I'm going to show you off. And she was like, oh, okay. Like, no big deal. But before she was acting like it was a big deal. But then when I was like, I love you and I appreciate you, and it doesn't matter how many, even if you had just made me something and not bought me something, I would appreciate it because it's from you. She was like, okay.
She's such a goober.
I love her.
She is. That wasn't the story for him though. So while we were shopping for Christmas presents, no, you're fine. I was like, I was making her pick out presents for her sisters, and she got coloring books, and I was like, oh, that's perfect. But as we were walking the store, I was like, I saw these little night lights. These little soft night lights where you could hit them and they would change colors. I'm like, oh, the girls would love this. So I was like, I'll just buy this. It was $5. Who cares? I wrapped it, put batteries in it. Thank God I did before they got them, and then threw it on the tree. They opened all the presents. Those night lights were the fucking hit.
All they showed me.
Oh my God. The entire time they were here from, Tuesday to Friday, they were hitting those things. They were carrying them everywhere.
no matter if I was a monster or not in my onesie, they had to show it to me 15,000 times.
Oh, yeah.
That was the best present ever for them.
I know. I was so tickled that they loved it because it was like the cheapest thing they got.
Yeah.
But, and when
but 2 and 4-year-olds don't care.
Yeah. Well, and when my mom and my aunt Nancy came over, who came on the podcast first season, Mom had Jalen, or Nancy had Jalen, Mom had Ayana, and they were sitting at the bar, and the girls were sitting in Mom and Nancy's laps, and they had the night lights on the counter, and they were just booping them. It was so cute. God bless, it was precious.
So cute. You should have took pictures.
I did. Zane took pictures,
Okay,
and I was the fucking jungle gym all day, Christmas Day.
I mean,
yeah, because they love their papa.
That morning they were Auntie J.
Yeah.
Let me show you what I got, and then monster, and then not monster, and then monster, and then let me show you what I got. So I gave you a break at breakfast.
Yeah, no, it was appreciated. But they were so cute, and I even asked Kiki like 3 days after Christmas, I was like, have they broken those things yet? And they're like, fuck no, they love the shit out of them.
They just put them in weird places, apparently.
Yeah. And Ayana was kicking it like a fucking ball. And it was like, girl, stop doing that. You're going to break it. And I'm not replacing it.
But I mean, it's a little like...
It's soft.
So, I mean, I don't know if she could probably break the bottom part where the batteries are. But
yeah, that's what I was mostly worried about. But yeah.
She'll learn her lesson.
Yeah. But God bless. I was shocked at how much
I loved it.
Yeah.
They were both showing me everything.
It was so precious.
That's Christmas. 2 and 4-year-olds. So next year, 3 and 5-year-olds. That's going to be my Christmas. Them.
Yep. All right. So that was story time. So, for all our listeners, thanks for listening to another episode of A Guide to Poor Parenting.
If you like our podcast, please give us a 5-star rating on whatever platform you're listening on.
And if you don't like our podcast, just like when our kids ask why they can't have a mask for Halloween, even though the last time they had a mask, they never fucking wore it, and we're yelling at them the entire goddamn time to put the fucker back on.
Every 5 years, someone had a mask since we've had them.
Yes.
And we had to make them put them on before they went to the door.
Yes.
So no more fucking masks. Mm-hmm. And sorry to make that longer, but tough shit, motherfuckers.
God damn.
Not wearing a mask.
No more masks.
Nope.
I'll get your face painted. I don't care.
I know, right? Yeah.
Masks, no more.
That's right.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.